Meghan Markle's out there again, this time volunteering to bring lunch to teens affected by the wildfires. I've brought in Sue Smith to ask, are we being too harsh? Might Meghan actually be helping? Welcome to Popcorn Palace. I am Andy Signor. So glad to have Sue Smith back in the building. How are you doing, Sue?
I'm doing great, Andy. How are you?
I'm good. I mean, look, I have my feelings on this. I feel like a lot of what Meghan and Harry have done is very performative. It's very fake. It's very phony. I do genuinely believe their interests in this are self-motivated, right? To help readjust her brand and look more charitable. They've done this a lot where they really, I do think, are disaster tourists. But she's really still at it, Sue. And now she's bringing lunch to teens affected by the wildfires. Here she is at the Altadena Girls Group, showing up with a thing that they posted on their own with a lot of other people. Didn't even really fully spotlight her. She's just part of a montage. And it's like, all right, well, at least she's like showing up and seemingly doing some better causes. I don't know. Sue, is there a point in this where is Meghan allowed to do anything, or is anything she does going to be critiqued by us as tone deaf? Where do you stand on it all?
Well, she's going to be critiqued for sure. But the fact that she showed up with the bags that are from the Welcome Project, where she collaborated on the cookware, everybody just went, if you're going to show up with bags of stuff, you do like other people, you show up with the stuff thrown in garbage bags or thrown in grocery bags. But the fact that she showed up with her, her supplies that she's donating, which, by the way, they made it very clear that it was through Archwell. So everything she donated is a tax break. But if you look at
thank you for just pause, not to interrupt, but pause. It's very important you reiterate that. Yes, everything they donate is now a tax break. It's not actual. A lot of these celebrities get away with this. They have to donate a lot of money to get, their expenses covered. It's a bunch of accounting tricks too, right?
Correct. So it's like, oh, yes, I can give you $1 million, but I'm going to give you $1 million from Archwell. And therefore, because it's for charity, it's a tax write-off. So this is what they do.
So because I didn't even notice the bag here. It says good. What is this? Our place?
No, it says open. It's the
open place.
It's the place where Meghan went for the Afghan women's lunch a few weeks ago. Our place. So she's
double dipping. She's paying the charity and then getting a charity and a charity and a charity. It's like it's a pimp my ride of charities.
Right.
No, dog, I put a charity inside your charity so I could also bank on my other charity. Wow.
She collaborated with them on cookware. And so she's basically she's merching the product. I'm like, oh my God, can you not just find a plain plastic bag? Why is everything? She's wearing a brand new LA cap, different from the brand new crisp LA cap that she wore when she was running around like she was manic. She's, she got the sweater artfully tied over her shoulders. She can't just get down and dirty. Everything has to be so with Meghan. And the truth is, she could have said, because a lot of celebrities she could have said, please don't tape me. I don't want to be in your promo. I mean, look what happened with Angelina Jolie. They run up to her at the grocery store and she was like, excuse me, I'm busy helping. I've got people at my house. She had carts full of supplies. She has not grandstanded for the cameras. She has not done anything, but she's thrown her weight in there. So has Jennifer Garner. All these people that have thrown their weight in there and their money in there.
Well, just so we're clear, because I didn't even realize this. You're right. Our Place, which is what those bags are, project of the Archwell Foundation, organization founded. Project's part of the Women Welcome Project, which aims to help women. So they are really putting in their charities in a charity. It's very kind of confusing. So she did. Our Place is that there it is, and so I guess now you're right. They've launched a cooking where so she's using her charity to promote her other charities, which I'm sure has tax benefits as well. It's interesting the level of connection there, which even I didn't notice. So while she's helping the Altadena girls, she's also helping by promoting the other charity, which I guess, but Sue isn't. Well, it's one charity helping another charity. Isn't that positive? I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Well, since the other charity is associated with her, no, you shouldn't be pushing your own charity while you're trying to help with the fires. And the constant PR art, I think Justine Bateman said it perfect. They're grief ghouls, they're tragedy tourists, they're the monetizers of Montecito. Nobody wants to hear from them. It's like, go to your home, put up a statement like Gwyneth Paltrow or like all these other people. The second I saw Jennifer Garner giving that interview where she broke my heart, talking about how she felt so guilty walking through her house because some of her friends have lost their houses. One of her friends passed away in the fires, and she was out there going for World Central Kitchen. The second I saw that, I knew Harry and Meghan were going to pop up. And sure enough, very quickly, they popped up with World Central Kitchen. And
another Archwell partner. But you're right.
They're not a partner. That's another thing.
Yeah, it's true. They donate to them, so they try to claim, like, they try to take credit for Central Kitchen a lot. They show up and like, yeah, they're our Archwell group, but it's like, no, you're just one of so many organizations that donate to a good cause, and he's just too nice to like not make it clear. No, they don't rep us, but they donate some money so they can go get photo ops with them. It's pretty clever on their part.
Terrible. But it's the same thing with the Welcome Project that you just pulled up. The Welcome Project has been around, I believe, since 2011 or 2013. Harry and Meghan gave a donation, and suddenly they're claiming it's theirs.
Yeah, that is an important part, because again, I'm trying to be fair and like ask the questions. Are we being too hard? And every time I do, I come to the realization is no, we're not being too harsh, because you're right. It's like they constantly their charity work is all to help them. It's all donating money. It's a shell corporation that donates a little bit to a bunch of others that then they pretend like are their charities, which they're not. Well, no, we're promoting them. We're promoting them. I would love to know how much money they're really giving to these charities. But then, yeah, they're promoting. It's the whole thing just feels a little slimy. And you brought up Jennifer Garner, and one might say, well, we're hypocrites. Why don't we criticize Jennifer Garner? But I agree with you. Jennifer Garner may be just a better actress. I don't know. But I 100% agree. It just seems real, relatable. You feel for it when she's there, like her reasoning for being there, the way she's actually getting down and dirty helping, unlike Meghan popping lids off and really not, just hugging and not really doing much else. You feel it from Jennifer Garner. And maybe Jennifer Garner's faking it too. I don't know. But I will say, Meghan can't pull it off. That's the biggest problem I have with Meghan, is she just doesn't get it. This is not what she should be doing. If she wasn't calling herself a duchess and she was just an actress, hell, I might have given her a little bit more slack. But she, in my opinion, is attempting to do royal duties as a regular person, and I find it despicable.
Let me just say, the thing that really got me and put a bad taste in my mouth, and since then the bad taste has remained, and I think it's the same for everybody, was when they did the fake royal tour through the burned out areas where the homeowners can't even go and see what's left of their property. That mayor, Victor Gordo, was stuck to their side from the second they arrived with World Central Kitchen. He was stuck to their side when he's walking them. Like, what? They're not politicians. They can't affect any real change. Who in the hell gave them permission to walk through somebody, on somebody else's property?
Well, and so much important stuff that needs to be done. Like, what a waste of time for the mayor and everybody involved. It was all just for a photo op.
And like, this guy wants to give them such positive PR. He told the story about how Harry went to a man and said, "Would you like some food?" And the man goes, "I'd really like a donut." And so Harry went and got the guy a donut. And now these articles are coming out about Harry's selfless act. Well, dude, if that's a selfless act, let me tell you about the 50 million selfless acts I did when I was working in the emergency room. When somebody would say, "I'm thirsty," and I would get them a glass of water. I mean, ever since they did that fake walk through the ruins, every single thing they've done since then is going to be viewed as disingenuous. And then when the video came out from behind the scenes, where the two of them were as far apart as you could get, and they were walking past people just sitting on a wall and a man in a wheelchair, and they didn't even give them, the time of day look, because they already got their money shots. They don't need anything else.
They can't be bothered by a veteran or wheelchair person.
Exactly.
It's so crazy. So yes, look, I find it all not helpful. I find it all not helpful. When celebrities go and do this stuff, if I was a celebrity, I want to ensure no one's filming me. Like if I'm going to do it, I want to actually make sure I'm there, cover myself up, keep the mask on the whole time, and just be part of the group. To show up to one of these events as if you're more important. Like, oh, what can we do here? That's the entitlement thing that celebrities don't get, and Meghan and Harry can't turn off. They are not more important. You showing up isn't a privilege, but they act like they are. Oh, well, we're here. We showed up. We are showing up to do good. No, just fucking be regular people. They can't.
You just said it. Spot the hell on. You just said it. They feel that they are above everybody else. They act like they're above everybody else. And for them, unless they can get some PR with it, it's not worth doing. And that's not the point of going there and trying to help out.
There it is. If you want to hear more from Sue, she brought me back around. I tried to be fair, and we came out to the same place. You could follow Sue Smith, Longsally, over on YouTube. Give her a follow. Make sure you follow us here. Appreciate you guys that have been watching. So much more coming. Hit that bell for all alerts. We're going to be live over on Popcorn Uncensored. So if you're a member over on our Patreon or on YouTube, join us live. We'll be live there talking about this Blake Lively drama, Sue. It's getting intense. I've tried not to connect like the Meghan, Amber, Blake Lively sort of trifecta. But guys, if you're frustrated with the sort of narcissistic type of person of Meghan or Amber Heard, you got to follow this Blake Lively story. It is really scary. And there's a lot of people who aren't really sort of seeing it for what it is. And they're giving her a lot more credit than they should, given now the evidence and things that are coming out. So check it out over on Planet. Join us live. Thank you, Sue. Subscribe to her. A lot more coming here and on Planet and in the whole popcorn universe. Have a great weekend, everybody.